So, Chris is very kindly holding the phone for me. We're just going to doing a coffee and steaming some milk. So we want to make sure this is really nice and dry. So I'm going to get you all a Barista towel each. So yeah, this wants to be really nice and dry before you put the coffee in it. Put your dosing ring on. Get your 18 grams of coffee in there, which I'll dial this in again in a minute. Give that a nice tap to level it out a bit. Then you get your tamp and you press down till it clicks. Want to come a bit closer, and then we want to just dust off the top of the coffee. Put that into the coffee filter, and then pull your shot. So this button is the normal double shot button. So basically you only need to be using this button and the flush button. You don't need to touch any of the other buttons. So when it's dialed in properly, you should get a nice crema on top of your shot. And you should be able to see the kind of two separate bits of crema with a bit in the middle. Lovely, so it doesn't look too bad. So you can see the crema. Cool. So if you want to come in a bit closer, Chris, we want to be getting up to the bottom of the spout. Is that okay? Is it looking all right? Looking okay? So the bottom of the spout, well, where the spout starts is where you want the level of your milk for a latte, cappuccino. Flat white is a bit less, obviously, but we've only got these cups at the moment. We are going to get some flat white cups. So you can see the level of the milk there. And even if you're doing a flat white when we've got the smaller cups, still fill it to this level because you need it at that level to be doing, to be texturing your milk properly. So don't want any water coming out of it, just the spoon. So if you imagine like a smiley face on there, we want to be going in the left eyeball, and we just want to be doing it just the tip of this is under the milk, and then we want to turn it on full, and we want to basically get it swirling, and then we'll start stretching the milk. So we'll pull it down a little bit, we'll stretch it for a few seconds, which is incorporating the air, and then we'll put it back up. So basically we want to be getting not much noise out of this at all. If it's making like a screaming noise, then we want to be adjusting our technique a bit. So still on with the steamer, so you can hear it's nice and quiet. Pull it down, then you get that paper tearing noise for a few seconds, and then back up again. And then I just tap my fingers on the bottom intermittently like that, and then when I can't hold my finger on there for more than 2 seconds, that's the right sort of temperature. And we really don't want to be going above 70 degrees because then it will be making the coffee taste bitter. Heard your wand again. So that should be hopefully about 65 degrees. So you want it in this area here. Stop. Bit too hot. So 70 is okay, but that's as hot as you want it really, unless someone asks for it extra hot. But really you want to be in this 65 degrees. Leave this just for a couple of seconds to settle, just a couple of seconds, not too many. Then we want to empty it and flush. That's the most important thing you've got to do, flush between coffees. because that makes it nice and clean for your next coffee. Then we want to be drying this completely, nice and dry, and then leave that back in there because that protects the group heads. Okay, then we want to, if you've got bubbles on there, you can tap it first. If you haven't got bubbles, you just give it a swirl. You want to be getting that nice shiny milk. Then we want to be swirling this a bit. This bit goes in, nice and high, stir that round. We'll go over this more if any of you want to be learning some latte art. And then little heart. It's not a very good one, but that'll do. When we're steaming the milk, we want to see if it's like a happy face. You want to be going, imagine they're the two eyes and a happy face. You want to be going for the left eye. And then I normally hook the spout into the wand so it's easier to kind of move around. And then we want to be starting off with this under the, just so that tip is under the milk on full. Get it spinning. Once it's spinning, then you can incorporate a little bit of air like that, like the paper tearing noise. You want to be doing that at the beginning of your coffee and then back to just spinning. Because that's, you put the air in and now it's incorporating the air into it. You want to be making as least amount of noise as possible with this. And then when you hear that pitch go down, and you can feel it on your fingers, that is done. Don't want to be making it too hot because it will make the coffee taste bad. And then there you go, so nice shiny milk. So if you've got a couple of bubbles, you can tap and then swirl that around. So you want to go quite high to incorporate that. And then once you've got enough in, you want to be coming lower. And then that will come on the top of that. Again, not very good. Every time Chris is filming me, it all goes wrong. Thank you.